Hi everyone, this is the latest video about production line. Hopefully the sound balance is okay because I keep getting things wrong on that score. We actually put some sort of placeholder music, some like happy boppy music in the background of the game just to keep me vaguely sane while I work on it. But I quite like it actually, but it'd be interesting to know whether or not if you play games like this, kind of tycoon management-y games, do you turn the music off? Do you just get used to it? Do you like it? I'd like to know that sort of thing. I'd like to know quite a few opinions on the game at the moment because I'm at a point where I really need to know what people are looking forward to, what people would like to see more of and stuff like that. So, quite a lot has changed. So I'm going to go with Giant Factory. I'm going to go with Medium Factory. Let's not be ridiculous. Yeah, I don't like those tiles though. No, let's go with Giant Factory. I think that's not. Yeah, that's these, aren't they? More variety. Right then, let me just some stuff about. So one of the things that's really obviously new and sticks out a bit too much maybe is like this red flashing thing here. This shows that we're using 1600 power and we're not producing any, which means we're buying it. This is finally gone in properly. So you don't have to build power plants at all. You can just buy in the power, but it's more expensive. So what I'm going to do is as though the game has just started and it's the final game with no hacks in, I'm going to show you what's involved. So, to build a car, I need to assemble the chassis. I then need to fit the body, and I'm going to line that up roughly. I need to paint all of that. Once it's painted, I need to stick the engine and other bits on. I need to fit loads of accessories on. And, we lined that up badly, didn't we? We need to export it. And that's it. There we go. Game complete, sort of. So I'm just going to connect all these. Oh, these are back. These sort of things that show that I'm spending money. That's how much money each of these things cost. So they're each costing $800 a tile to add this sort of thing. And that was $900 because that was a corner. So they're back in. Okay, I mean that is basically the production line, right? But none of this is going to work. There's a few little like gooey things in there. Like now, if I'm placing a conveyor, I get this like placement thing. If I'm placing a resource conveyor, I get this. So I remember what I'm doing. So this says no route to stockpile. So basically, we don't have any of the resources we need to do this. So I'll put down a resource importer at one of the available sockets. You can only put them there. And then I need to draw a line to my stockpile here. And then bits will come in. These are axles and undercarriage and all sorts of bits and bobs. And then work will commence. Hurrah! Yep. Animations are not always playing right here. So that's a bug. Anyway, so all of this will take place and then we will move along down here to do other things. So we need to get resources to each point. Now, where it gets interesting is you place one of them. They're $22,000, which is a lot in the game. So you don't want to have too many of those. But on the other hand, you don't want your resources to go for miles and miles because it will slow stuff down. So I'm going to do those two there, and then I'm going to put... yeah, I'm going to have two there. I can afford it. I've got like 12 million, whatever. So the other thing is crossing the beams here, as it were. Crossing the conveyor, that costs 2,400, not 800. So ideally, you don't want your resource conveyors to like cross things. But of course, practically, you're going to have to at some point. So what we have at the moment is that's been built. It's moving along here to where we assemble the body. The body's getting assembled by these two robots here. There's different bits coming in. If I click on this, it will tell me all the little tasks that are being done and how much time I've spent working, which is really good, running 98%, look at that. And the other time just waiting for resources. If I click here, waiting for vehicle, yeah, we haven't even had a vehicle, so we can't do anything yet, and that makes sense. So we don't have any obvious bottlenecks yet, although this is kind of like building up here. And if I click on a vehicle, it will tell me what we've currently added to that vehicle. So you've seen all this before, and that's quite normal. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to place down a research office. They have a sound effect now, but I probably turned it off for the sake of this video. So if I click on a research office, it'll be showing me what research to do. So there's all these things I can do, but something that's quite new that went in this week is more efficiency of robots. So I'm going to select more robots. Research robots. Robots, cool. So hopefully now that'll tell you I'm 1% researched there. And I could just speed things up while I talk about other things. So you'll see loads of the stuff that I could put down here is all greyed out, and that's because it's not researched yet, including the QA office, marketing, and power plants. I'm going to need to research all of that stuff. So meanwhile, how far have we got? We've got to paint. There won't be sparks in the paint shed eventually. So we're now letting the undercoat dry. Okay, fine. Eventually we'll come all the way down here and export it. Now what we can do is, because we've got loads of money, I mean we can do loads of this. So I'm going to put down another, because I look here and I see there's a bottleneck. Hopefully you can see that we've got these sort of chassis there. It looks like the bottleneck is fitting body. So what I'm going to do is I am going to add another fit body option. And we're going to do this. Now again, I'm going to need... That's more expensive there. Crossing there is expensive. We'll get all our resources in here. And then the next chassis that gets built, hopefully will go around there. This is a massive bottleneck, isn't it? So we're nearly there, fitting the door panels, blah, 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 blah. And this is getting ready. So hopefully that'll become more efficient. This car should move along here now. I'm going to change the speed. Just, there you go. So that one goes along there. Do we have a car that came out yet? Or is it still, I think it's still... Know where we are. No, we haven't sold a car yet. So here we go. This looks about right, because we've got about the same sort of backup here. Now a bit of a bottleneck here. See, there's always a bottleneck somewhere. That's kind of like the sort of the kind of puzzly, not really puzzle, but the kind of gamey aspect of the game, I guess. I think there's a bug. There is. Look at that. No route for resources. Oh God! Look. Not a bug, just couldn't get any paint. Oh dear. Right, okay, so now we can paint the car and it's gone red. Excellent. You don't get to pick the colours yet, but obviously people have won that, right? So we have a red car, excellent. Hopefully not so much of a bottleneck now, but thank God that we split it up. So we kept this task actually turning over. This is only like the last 30 seconds, so it needs to kind of catch up on that. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. We have a red car there fitting its engine. We have a red car there fitting accessories, windscreen, lights, what have you, stuff like that. I've just realised I've missed something. What I've missed is quality check. So we're just checking that the car is decent. Going out here to be exported, and there we go. So I'm going to call it Cliff's Cheap-Ass Car. And we're going to give it a bit of a premium because we're not making many cars. So like, someone will buy it. We go here. No, they haven't. No one's bought it yet. But, you know, that'll happen. So, while this is going on, how is our research doing? It's taking forever because we've only got to research things. And I don't want to keep you waiting, so I'm going to add another one. However many research things you add, they all do the same thing. You can only research one thing at a time. Dramatic pause for tea. Okay, so... Oh, switch back to normal speed for a minute. So, have we actually sold that car? No, they are overpriced. Look, oh, we just sold one. Now, if we look here, finance stuff. So we've sold one car. Now, I've changed this since last week. It used to be 1 day, 7 days, 30 days that you could look at stats. It's now 1 hour, 24 hours in all time. Which, I mean, played the game a bit, kind of makes a lot more sense and makes things balance out, makes the numbers not appear ridiculous. So something that's kind of like new in here, if I look there, that's the rent, that's component purchase, research complete. Right, I'm now going to go with body specialization. I think. Oh, hang on, have I hit a bug there? I've hit a bug! Oh, it's because I have that open. Go with body specialization. Right, so we've researched robots. If I look at more robots, if you look at anything that isn't researched, it should have a tooltip, and they're not coming up at the moment. There should be a tooltip there that tells you what they all do, so I don't know how I've broken that, but I have. Anyway, what was I saying? Sorry, before I lose my train of thought. So, wages and power purchase, if I look over time. So that's how much we're paying to paying to the electricity company. So if we have a really big factory, what we can do is we can research power plants and then we can produce our own. And the idea is that that's going to be dramatically cheaper. Some of these things aren't implemented. Marketing, fines, repairs, they're not implemented. But they will be. So, now, where were we? There was some major key thing that I was about. Yes, okay, so we've done some research and we've researched more robots. So what I need to do is I need to look at where we're being held up. And oh my god, we are being held up here. So basically this, let me pause. This, which is chassis assemble, is obviously more efficient than fit body. Now in the long run, we'll be able to break down fit body into various components. But in the short run, what we can do, you might notice there's only 2 robots, which is a little bit slow. So now because I've researched it, I can go to upgrades and all placeholder GUI, and extra robots, I should be able. See, this is a mistake. It's gone wrong. It's gone wrong. This is why. But if right, okay, that was amusing. There was a bug. Like I put my programming glasses on to fix it. Anyway, I'll fix that, obviously. But what is supposed to happen is once I've done that piece of research, if I go into a slot like this that's only got 2 robots, and I select upgrades, I should be able to see extra robots 1, which is what I actually upgraded. I actually researched. That's a bug there. Look, the way these are displayed differently. There's bugs everywhere. Who codes this crap? Anyway, so I've got an upgrade, extra robots 1. If I buy that, look, this would be exciting. You watch the robots. If I buy that, bang! Double the robots, double the fun, double the value for money. So they will then be faster. I can't remember if it actually says yet. It's all written down somewhere. No, it doesn't say yet, but it will do exactly what you get. So that's like an efficiency upgrade just there. So I've researched the ability to do extra robots, and so I could then do it there. And there's extra levels of this, so you could have like 8 robots in one place. I haven't gone into like more expensive robots or anything like that yet, but you know, we'll get into that. I think that is the last new thing that has gone in this week. There's loads of bugs, and well, there's not loads of bugs. There's a few bugs and a few other sort of little things and GUI things that I need to fix. And there's some stuff in the tech tree that doesn't work, so there's no point in researching it yet. Pretty much all of that works, except marketing, to there. So all of this stuff here is like me planning ahead. It looks like loads of stuff, but actually there's very little code involved in a lot of this. So, you know, researching automatic headlights will just be an option. You can provide automatic headlights at a certain part in the production line, and so that's like lights coming on or switching off automatically without you doing a thing. So that would increase the cost of making the car, would increase the attractiveness of the car to potential buyers. But that's just data. Like, so I can do that fairly reasonably, although there'll be a lot of balancing. Same with this efficiency stuff, needs some code. Power production is done. Anyway, there's loads of new stuff that I'm going to put in. This is going to be a much bigger tech tree. And also, from a GUI point of view, it will be better. So most of the time here, it does tell you what you're researching. But obviously that needs to be better. But anyway, what I want to hear, I want as many comments as possible, and obviously it's brilliant if you can like share these videos or tell people about the game. That would be excellent. But I'd like to hear what people think. I mean, when they look at the game, do you think I want much bigger factories, Cliff? Or do you think I want a lot more options? Do you just want it to be graphically more pizzazzy? Do you want loads and loads of different car options? What's more important to you? And at what point would you be happy to play the game? I know some people keep saying they want to play the game now. And we're going to try and make it available as quickly as we can. But it will be next year, so it'll be January, February probably. But I'm just interested in everyone's opinions on this and ideas and suggestions. So if you post any comments on this video and any questions about stuff, I'll try and answer them next week. I think that's Christmas Eve or something. I don't care, I'll still do it. If it's Christmas Day, it might be awkward. But I'm determined not to miss one. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, despite the fact that my shitty code crashed. This is Production Line, and it's coming to the PC. Positech Games. I am Cliff Ski. Please subscribe. Blah blah blah. Thank you. Even more robots.